What we do want is to ensure basic fairness for our girls.
This is an attempt to further marginalize a group and tell them that they don't belong.
To the students and families who are being targeted, I am so sorry you are experiencing this hate.
It's not about J.B. Pritzker and it's not about Donald Trump. This is about protecting our female students.
Some heated moments at the Illinois school board meeting. This happened last night. Parents there fighting against the inclusion of transgender girls or biological boys in girls' sports. Our next guest's organization filed a federal civil rights complaint against that school district. Shannon Adcock is founder of Awake Illinois and is leading these efforts and joins us now. Shannon, great to have you back on the program. First, what was it like in that room last night?
You know, it can get fairly heated and you can feel the ideological divide, you know, in the room. It was interesting, very symbolic. The left side of the room was pro this boy being able to play on a girls' team, and the right side of the room, where we had the yellow signs that said protect girls' sports and defend Title IX, you could very well see there's a clear divide on this issue.
So I'm looking at one of the three races. This was provided to us, the video from Doug Crine. He is the father we had on this program yesterday whose 7th grade daughter finished in 4th place in one of these races that included the biological boy. She was put out of medal contention because of that person's participation in the race. He joined us here yesterday and said this.
All the parents that we talked to afterwards were in shock and couldn't believe that they were allowing boys to run against girls. It's like they're trying to erase women's sports, erase women. It's no longer Mother's Day. I have no words for it. I just don't understand. And where are all the feminists that fought for equal rights, equal protection for women? And they're nowhere to be heard now.
So, Shannon, what's the answer to that? Where are they? Where are they to stand up and fight for girls in girls' sports?
Well, it's taking parents right now who are in the thick of this, Sandra, to stand for their children. The feminists of, you know, back in the day, they're standing outside of Tesla dealerships holding signs saying, you know, 8647 and save our democracy. They have abandoned these girls. They are far left ideologues, and we're really sick and tired of hearing their singing. It's out of tune, and they can exit stage left. We, the parents, are going to take back control over all of these issues that are affecting our children, and we want to see Title IX restored.
I mean, just speaking to that father yesterday and watching the video of his daughter, I mean, these girls, they were left in the dust. I mean, there was no competition. This is the boy who just quite clearly, he won all 3 of these races and didn't even give the girls a shot in the race. These are some of the parents that showed up at the meeting last night who they say that these trans athletes, they're being targeted and that this is a political issue. Listen to some of this.
I'm here because a junior high trans girl, a beloved child of God, is being pinpointed.
The use of a student's image, likeness, or name to further a political agenda is abhorrent and unacceptable.
We have a group of adults within our community that have chosen to target a child within our own community.
So, Shannon, what do you say to these parents who say that their children, their trans children, are being targeted, that this is a political issue, and that their kids, one of which was a dad who said he was there for a junior high trans girl, that their children are being targeted? How do you respond to them?
Sure. Well, unfortunately, their children, Sandra, are being exploited by lies of gender ideology that tell children they're born into the wrong body and that they can become the opposite sex. That is not true. XY cannot become XX. We have sex-separated sports for equal opportunities to compete. End of story. And children can be as unique in their expression as they want to be. We celebrate that. We want to nurture that. But we have to do it ethically and with compassion. We cannot lie to children, particularly vulnerable, and confuse children. And I'm sorry for this boy that he has national attention on him. But the people entrusted with him exploited him the minute they said, sure, you can, as a boy, compete on the girls' team. And now we're at where we're at. We're having to file this federal complaint with the hopes that federal funds will be frozen and we can protect these children.
I just want to finish off with this because this is often a question when you get 2 parents on opposite sides like this in a room. So what's the solution? And these were some of the solutions offered in the room. Listen.
If we want to go the extra mile, and maybe we should, let's organize an open or co-ed division of play. Then for sports like track and field, girls can opt in on that. It'll be interesting to see how many actually do, given that there's some unfairness, but at least there's an opt-in there.
Maybe give trans students a different class of sports to compete against one another there. But I think for women, I don't think we stand a chance against a male.
This is all part of the discussion, Shannon, as you well know. This is really something I've got in my hands right here. That you filed this federal civil rights complaint against Naperville 203 Community Unit School District. We'll be following all of this, Shannon, and we appreciate you joining us.
Thank you, Sandra.
All right, talk again soon.